Okay, we're going to make a spread. It happens to be called Not Tuna Spread by Forks Over Knives, Dana Schultz. It's supposed to have a tuna taste, I guess. So that's why they call it not tuna, because there's no tuna in it. We're going to use garbanzo beans or chickpeas. What I did was make them from scratch. I just used them in the pressure cooker, or you can use something or organic garbanzo beans, and you just take them, rinse them, and then it's just one can, as you can see. Put it in a bowl, and then I started mashing them up like this. And those that are going to watch this on our website, these recipes will be on the website, because we haven't been saying that, while we've been demonstrating. And so those that have watched it didn't have the recipe in front of them, and I haven't said all the ingredients, so we want to make sure everybody can see that it's on our website, church website. So mash these up roughly, you don't have to, you can use a potato masher or anything like that, but this works really great with a fork, and that's how it looks. Just roughly mashed. Doesn't have to be super smooth, because you want a little texture to it. And then the next ingredient, you put tahini in. Do you remember what tahini is? Sesame seeds that are just blended up. I usually keep this always in my refrigerator, because I use it for the hummus we made. And then with that, inside this was 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. It gives a little salty taste. And then celery, 1/4 cup celery. And I had made a mistake in typing this, and it had a 1/2 cup, and I think I wrote on all of yours, I changed it to 1/4 cup. I had to go back and do that. 1/4 cup that, and dill pickle. Gives a little saltiness to it. And capers. Do you know capers? You can get in a little jar. Trader Joe's sells them. Chop them up a little bit. And then I need you to add to it. For some reason, I wasn't doing something right on typing this. You need to add a pinch of salt and pepper to taste, if you like that. Daniel tried it. Where's Daniel? He said it needed more salt. Right, Daniel? So depending on your taste, this is Himalayan pink salt or a sea salt, just a little bit of pepper. And I found that it needed a little bit of water, because it was a little dry, and if you want it a little moist, and as I mix it, we'll be able to tell if it needs more. Just mash it in here. And you're going to get this on a cracker that's made with chickpeas and I think rice, a rice cracker. So you're going to get to taste what this is like. Now, what this is really good on is a sandwich spread with like lettuce, tomato, or on a lettuce cup. Tastes really good with the seed and spice blend that we made a few months ago, I think it was. Tastes really good on that. And it's nice just to have as a appetizer, put out in the center, and then crackers or something around it. Just mash it up like that. Maybe a hair more water. It's very easy to do. And it's nice to let the flavors sit for a little bit so it gets nice and flavorful. And then you can taste it as you go. You can put it in a nice center. Put lettuce leaves around that. Looks real nice, presents nice. Because it's nice to have your food look good when you eat it, right? Yeah. Okay. Did I miss anything on the recipe? That's it. And you're going to taste that. Then we're going to make now a flip your thing over, your recipe over. And we're going to make a ranch dressing dip. And it's going to be made with silken tofu. And I have on here, when I used to make it from Vibrant Life, that magazine, with a vegan mayonnaise. What's the difference between vegan mayonnaise and regular mayonnaise? No raw eggs. They're raw eggs. Mm-hmm. Mayonnaise. No. Vegan mayonnaise has no eggs. Or what I did this time is I saw this in another recipe, so I decided to do that. Is I took the alternate down here, and that you can take a half a cup of raw cashews, which will give a creaminess to it. You soak them overnight or just a few hours, rinse them off, and then that to give that creaminess to it. This is the tofu. It's a non-GMO, which is very important with soy, going organic, non-GMO. Silken. It doesn't have a lot of tofu smell. It's very plain, so you don't notice. How about now? So we need lemon juice, which I always, because why do I always have lemon juice on hand? Because I've frozen it, right? Yeah. Okay. And then it says onion powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt is what I use, a 1/2 teaspoon of herbamare, which is just a herb-infused salt, or you could use celery salt, garlic powder, and that's all right here. I mixed them all together. And I a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper and a 1/4 teaspoon of dill. Those two items were not in this recipe. It seemed to add more flavor, so I added that Vibrant Life. And then you need a couple tablespoons of water. And if you want it thinner, thicker, you can just add more water. I'm going to blend. And it's good to kind of go down the sides a little. It looks pretty smooth. We'll just run it a hair more. And the last thing you put in is the parsley, because if you put it in when you're green, most people don't, unless they okay. You're going to try that with carrots. I have some carrots, and you're going to try that. Also, I've written, and we're not going to demonstrate, if you want to take the little ranch packets that you can buy in the store to make ranch dressing, they have MSG in it, which isn't good for you. So we have an alternative. You can take these ingredients and mix them with your maybe vegan, if you're going dairy-free sour cream or a vegan cream cheese. That's very tasty too. Okay, Anna. Where's Anna? Anna's going to make a dessert for you. Healthy dessert. But you need to be, what do you say? Not too many. Okay.
Oops. A dessert, it is a very simple. It is called truffle, and it is your and it's three to there we go. Right? Then I'm gonna add of organic. These are organic, so no sulfur. Remember the video was talking about sulfur? So no sulfur on it. I'm gonna continue processing. And you gotta grab a small thing. Let me. Thank you very much. Now we're gonna use some coconut, like to process the coconut to make it finer. And this is shredded and coconut. done. And then wear some gloves. A lot of people here are in medical field, so I'm sure you're experts on wearing gloves, but I'm not, obviously. Okay, so now that we have our dough, we're gonna form just like and then I'm gonna roll them in the coconut, shredded coconut. And then we have, okay, you're gonna have one on your plate.